right, so good afternoon. We hope all is well. My name is Barry Asman. I'm all disguised here, and I am joined today by my good friend Matt from Eschenbach. How are you, Matt?
Doing well, Barry. Thanks for having me today.
It's my pleasure. As you can see, well, we are definitely practicing some social distancing, but we are definitely all protected here as well. And we hope you guys are doing well at home.
Yes.
Appreciate your patience till we get this going. It's a slightly different setup today. As you may recall, our previous live stream, we were all from our home. So today, it's great that we are here at the Low Vision Shop in Timonium, Maryland, and we are coming to you live here from the showroom. So it's great to be back. I'm sure it's good for you, Matt, to be back on the road as well.
Definitely. Yeah, it's good to see everybody here at the Low Vision Shop, and it's reassuring that low vision practitioners are able to serve the patient that have the need in low vision devices.
So yeah, and I have to say that we are seeing individuals, patients are coming in. It's great. If you're hesitant about showing up, I highly suggest that you give us a call. Due to COVID-19 restrictions, not that many restrictions in place today, but we are just being extra careful, and we are requesting that if you do want to come in, that you please call up and schedule an appointment. This way we can stagger, and we don't have to have people waiting around and being potentially in the same room as additional people. So if you do want to come in, you want to check out any of these devices, everything is here on display. Please call 410-431-2020. That's again, it's 410-431-2020. And one of my colleagues would be able to assist you in scheduling an appointment. Again, even if you're coming for something simple, for a simple handheld magnifier, Max TV, whatever it is, video magnifier, you want a demonstration, please call in advance. Make sure that we are here. We are here, but make sure we're here. Make sure we have the time to provide you with the necessary demonstration, and everyone will be in a great and safe environment. So again, it's great to be back. I can barely breathe here on this with this mask, and it's quite difficult to keep going like this. I'm fogging up as well, but it's all good. It's all good. So, Matt, Eschenbach is a world leader when it comes to handheld magnifiers, video magnifiers, absorptive filters. I mean, you name it. Eschenbach is the go-to name. German quality, just incredible, immaculate, meticulous craftsmanship on all the products. And while we've done a webinar, if you want to call it, or a live stream, I feel that we can go into a greater detail here today by going through some of these devices. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step away from this particular camera, and when Matt brings in the different products, we'll be able to go zoom in with another camera, and we'll be able to highlight a lot of these great details. I'm just thinking, you asked me before, as far as women documents, I will give you a newspaper right over there that we have that we will use for this demonstration purposes. So,
excellent. So
Matt, so tell me and again, I also, for those of you out there, if you're not coming into the actual store, we are shipping daily as regular as we've been doing throughout COVID-19. So I encourage you to place orders online, thelowvisionshop.com. Once again, thelowvisionshop.com. And again, orders are shipping out daily. So Matt, go back.
Yes.
So what's happening at Eschenbach these days?
A lot of exciting stuff. We have, an excellent video magnifier portfolio. Recently this year, we released the Vario Digital and Vario Digital Advanced. We've now extended into options of having a battery, so it doesn't need to be plugged in when used, as well as an XY table for those that prefer that feature.
Okay.
So that's the main feature, latest and greatest. We still are shipping our other video magnifiers, and we'll get through them, shortly here. I'll go through each of them, show you the main features of them. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's others that when you do come in for a demonstration, Barry will be able to walk you through them and give you the best solution for your visual goals.
Yeah, that sounds great. Again, I want to stress how we are very personalized, whether you're coming in, ordering online, on the phone, whatever it is, through our live chat, whatever it is, we're here and happy to assist and try and find the right solution for your specific needs. And with Eschenbach, we really have, runs the full gamut as far as what we can offer. And let's kick it off with something simple, absorptive filters. We're getting into, I'm switching things around. I'm going to go backwards a little bit,
Okay.
And we're going to work our way up because we have a lot of stuff here to show you. Let's bring out some absorptive filters.
Sure. So
And go ahead.
first off, we'll show the solar shields. These are
The yellow ones.
excellent fit over for individuals that need contrast enhancement as well as controlling their glare.
Matt, how do I look?
Fantastic. How do they feel?
They feel great. I cannot feel the difference between my regular glasses and having these over. If Ben Fox is out there, my boy B Fox, this is my dear friend. He wears these absorptive filters. It's his trademark signature.
Okay.
And so this is a shout out to you, B. Can't wait to see you in Baltimore. But how am I looking?
Looking good.
Excellent.
Yeah, one thing to notice when you're looking at absorptive filters is having that side shield protection, which our solar shields do provide, as well as superior protection over your eye or along the eyebrow. You can see here that you'll have that to eliminate that glare when you're inside of a building, or also when you're outside, you might not have a hat on. It's a great option to limit all of that glare that does cause, those conditions that low vision patients do suffer from.
I thank God I don't have low vision. As many of you have heard me say in the past, I'm blind at heart because of my passion for the work that I do in the low vision and blind community. But wearing these, this feels great indoors. I mean, I know we had someone here earlier this week who went home with a pair, and when he put it on, he could not believe the difference as far as the glare. By the way, Matt, you should put one on because we have lights in front of us. This is quite, it's quite comfortable. You're like,
It's
right?
not bad.
Right?
Yeah.
How are we looking here?
We're doing all right.
We're looking good, looking sharp
Yeah.
there, Matt.
I feel good. Yeah, this is the Solar Comfort. So it's a wraparound style for those who do not wear glasses. This is an excellent option for them. So we have 5 different colors in the Solar Shields.
So let's talk about the colors, what they mean, what are they significant? What's the significance behind the different colors?
So we have a gray, which is polarized. We do have an amber. We have a plum, a yellow, as well as an orange.
Yellow right here.
So Barry has on the yellow. The benefit for these is, again, depending on your pathology, what particular tint will work best, it's going to help for you to come in and try them. You may like a tint specifically for indoors, but yet when you go outside in a sunny environment, you're going to have a different complete shade. So it's a real specific something that you would have to do, trying out here at the Low Vision Shop.
Yeah, so again, I'm wearing the yellow. Yellow is quite popular. Matt, what would you say for your popularity? I mean, we do a lot of yellow. We actually went to like an orange, that burnt orange, if you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess in reality, they're all very popular, especially now in the summertime.
Sure. So most popular ones, you'll have your gray. That's going to control reflective glare as well as the plum. And I'm holding an amber here. The amber here is going to give you a balance between that reflective glare protection as well as a little bit of contrast enhancement, which most low vision individuals are going to be looking for, that contrast enhancement when they do have certain eye diseases.
Okay. So again, absorptive filters, great variety here, plenty of options all online as well. And I highly encourage you, if you don't already have a pair of absorptive filters, I encourage you to get a pair. Protect those eyes. It's really important. Even if you're already diagnosed with a low vision condition, you want to make sure you have that protection. It will definitely help out through your overall activities and your daily lifestyle. So, really, really recommend.
Definitely.
Okay, I want to keep mine on.
You're welcome to do so.
I'm going to keep them on just for my boy B Fox. If you're out there and you're watching, and because we are streaming, here you go, Matt. I cannot answer at the moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and while Matt is bringing on to the set, the next set of handheld magnifiers. Let's also grab the newspaper over there on that table there. Thank you, man. And when you come down here, it's possible you may see the setup from the set, or you may not. So it all depends on the day of what's going on here. So you never know who's going to be here as well. Okay, so handheld magnifiers, right? Handheld magnifiers are really the first line of defense, right?
Yes, absolutely.
First, when I say first line of defense, it's that, you know, someone is just diagnosed, they're early on with a sight loss condition, and they're having difficulty reading, picking up a piece of mail, whatever it is, simplified task, looking at a recipe. Now, I've heard this, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but I've heard people say, oh, I picked up for my mother, or I picked up myself at XYZ at a big box store, a simple handheld magnifier. And I want to really stress that not all magnifiers are on the same level as far as quality, as far as the magnification that they can provide. So besides, you know, Eschenbach, the rich history that goes behind as far as the optics, we also have the LED lighting. I don't know if you guys can see this, but
absolutely.
You can see it, yes. So go ahead, let's talk about handheld magnifiers.
Sure.
And if you guys can see, we are holding up two different versions. One is more of a rectangular shape, and Matt's holding more of a circular.
Sure. So first I'll talk about Eschenbach and their quality control when it comes to your handheld magnifiers. When they say German engineering, it means something.
So like this is like the Porsche and the BMW and the Mercedes of handheld magnifiers.
These are high quality magnifiers. They're manufactured in Germany. The quality control, as I mentioned, you know, there's 5 rounds of quality control to make sure every product's meeting that need. We do have different sizes and different magnification ranges, all the way from 3 times up to 12.5 times. So you can have a handheld magnifier, depending on your condition. There's a broad range there that these will fit your need. Also, Barry mentioned the LED. Now, Eschenbach's LED is unique to the industry. We use a step-up converter that limits how much energy the light is pulling from the batteries. What that means to you is you're not going to have to change your batteries as often as other magnifiers, and your light's going to burn brighter longer than any other magnifier on the market.
Very important details. Brighter and last a lot longer.
The other thing, in Germany, they do put a scratch-resistant coating. It's a proprietary coating called Ceratec coating, and that ends up preserving the life of the lens. So you don't need to replace your magnifier as frequently because it's not getting scratched up as what happens when you get it from big box retail stores.
Correct. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this diamond on here, there's a little logo, this diamond logo. That means that this particular handle has that extra protection, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, I'm gonna hold this up, bring it as close to the screen as possible. I don't know if people can see it, but I'm referring to this particular, there's a little diamond here. It's gonna be hard to see this here, but that is the logo that will let you know, they give you that comfort that this is protected with that extra layer of protection.
Yes.
Protecting the lens.
Absolutely. So one thing to mention about Eschenbach's handheld magnifiers, and Barry touched on it, it's great for looking at a recipe or looking at your mail or prescription bottle. What Eschenbach also has are these really cool bases. They're called the Mo base. What they allow your handheld magnifier to do is now act as a stand magnifier. Now, if I add, a reading material underneath.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Our table is the camera's at a certain height here, but
I can demonstrate. But here, if you're reading, a book or something a little bit longer extended, you don't have to worry about holding the magnifier for that long period of time of reading. The other benefit, put it on its end now. So if you need to read a label
in the kitchen, or
you're cutting your fingernails, you're doing your nails, if you're in any condition, this gives you the opportunity to work behind the lens, as here, without having to hold it. So it's a great added accessory for the Mobilux, and it's unique to Eschenbach.
I want to, incredible, and it's a great accessory. I want to talk about, because this is a question that comes up probably daily.
Okay.
Why is the size of a handheld magnifier, the field of view, the lens, the higher the power, the smaller the lens? And
The law of optics.
the law of optics, but
Yes.
and that's really what it boils down to. So
Yes.
I don't want people out there to think that if you're ordering a 10x magnifier, that the field of view is going to be massive. No, it's not. And it's again, the higher the power, the smaller the actual field of view is.
Yeah,
going to
that
be.
comes down with the thickness of the lens. So
Correct.
when you go into those higher powers, 10x, 12.5x, the lens is significantly thicker than what I currently have here is a 6x. So the lens requirement is to get smaller. That's again, the law of optics.
But guess what? Just because if you need a higher power, it doesn't mean that you have to suffer with a smaller field of view, because in a few moments, we're going to show you some incredible video magnifiers that will take you above and beyond your traditional handhelds, give you the additional field of view and the much more significant, powerful magnification. So
sure, now, we'll get into this. We run into the handheld magnifiers with the Mobilux. This is a unique pocket magnifier. This is our easy pocket. There's 3 different powers, 2.5, 3x, and 4x. You can see it's a thin,
very thin
magnifier, and it simply has the lens simply slides out. LED immediately turns on as you pull it all the way out. And this lens design is extremely unique. It's a diffractive lens design. So we're able to create a thin rectangular lens in this power. So
with LED, guys, with LED.
So this is an extremely popular one. Also, it does have a little kickstand here. Again, if you're needing to read a label, get your fingers behind the magnifier. You don't have to hold it. You can pull out the kickstand here and work behind the lens. Extremely convenient for individuals. And then great to take out to eat, to read a menu or a price tag or a label in a store. Also another popular one, our Mobile Lint LED.
Very popular. We go through a lot of these.
As you can see, it does come with the lanyard. So individuals would like to wear this, when they go out shopping, they grab an item, they bring up their magnifier.
I'm going to give you a different item.
Quickly accessible, and then there's a light on this, so they can use that for reading.
Here, like you mentioned, you
You want
want to look at.
to look at a label of a,
We're holding up. Matt's holding a bottle of water right now.
for a bottle of water, if I need to read what the ingredients are for dietary needs. This is a great option when you're in the store to make sure you're buying the correct product. The last thing you want to do is get a product with the same label, but you didn't notice that it was gluten-free or dairy-free.
What's the recycling bottling fee on this bottle? Here in Maryland, they don't have that in Maryland. In New York and Connecticut, 5 cents.
And then you could also, if you don't want a lanyard on there, you can simply just take it off. And you can put it in your pocket or purse.
Yeah, and you don't have to. You can detach the clip as well. So,
Yep.
But if you're going to use it in and out, it's again a great. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
You could pop in and out, pocket, clip on, clip off. It's there, and again, it comes in a couple different colors also.
This one actually comes in white.
This one, but there is a black version, correct?
That's without the light.
Without the white.
Highly recommend the light. For majority, almost 90–95% of the population with low vision, they're going to prefer to have a light.
It's all about the lighting.
The lighting is critical. But powers in this style magnifier, you have a 4x, 7x, and a 10x. So very broad range again in a pocket magnifier style. You won't find this anywhere else.
Nope. Great piece. Great piece.
Good.
So we're moving on from our handheld, and we have a lot of people that come in here, and again, blindness comes in different shades, and I want to stress that we're showing a variety of different devices today. They may not be for you, or they could be very a great option for you. So one of the first things that we typically like to show off and present to the individuals that come in here, because we're all about providing options and seeing what fits best, what will do the best, what will do the trick. Because low vision, it's really pretty tricky. There is no cookie cutter solution to helping someone out. So another first line defense, and this is something that, well, people will come in here and they'll say, well, I already have a handheld magnifier. I'm tired of holding something. Again, everyone's got their own preferences. And sometimes people have multiple devices, multiple tools in their toolbox because they may want a handheld magnifier by their bed, but then they're going to go ahead and they're going to maybe want to watch TV. TV is very popular. And Eschenbach has a really great solution if you still have a fair amount of sight. Again, everyone is different. You can just literally put on these glasses. These are called the Max TV. You can put them on, and it will make a massive difference for you by just putting on these glasses.
Yeah, Barry. So we have the Max TV. I have it here. And Barry mentioned a very important thing. He mentioned the toolbox analogy where, not every low vision device is going to work for every task. You're going to have multiple devices, and that's extremely common. Another analogy would be like sneakers. You have your dress shoes, your running shoes,
your casual shoes,
then a pair of sandals, all different types of shoes, but again, for different needs. The same thing is with low vision devices. So our Max TV, Barry mentioned this. A lot of goals, or a goal specifically for a patient would be watching the TV. This particular device, extremely easy to use for the patient. You can adjust the temples to fit. Simply put them on, and you can adjust each eye based on your need, plus or minus 3 diopters.
Again, I want to stress the magnification is not crazy strong, so I don't want you to think that you're putting on a pair of major powerful telescope glasses. This is they're powerful. They help out a lot of people and are extremely popular. It's a great off-the-shelf solution, and again, it helps out a lot of people. It just depends on how far along you are with your sight loss.
Exactly. So power-wise on these 2.1 times. Again, you can adjust each eye. So depending on your correction, depending on your eye, you can have 2 different settings on this one pair of glasses. And again, it's a easy, quick device to utilize for the patient. And
it does come with a nice carrying case, so you can take it with you, whether it's room to room, you go in outdoors, you go into someone's house, you can take it along. Now, if you're curious, well, that's great. This is going to be great for TV, but I want to read a book without holding a magnifier.
Here you are then. You have the Max Details.
No way. Right here. Max Details.
2.1 times. Again, you can adjust each eye depending on the need. And you put these on the same way, and you have your vapor, and then you can simply use them for reading purposes or doing any crafts or hands-free activity. There's no reason to hold a magnifier or work behind anything. These are going to be utilized just like your pair of glasses. The other option with the Max box, we also have a clip-on version.
That's correct.
So that'll clip onto your existing eyewear.
Like if I were to, by the way, these filters are so comfortable.
Yes.
I'm going to start wearing them more often. The clip-on. They literally, anyone, you have a pair of glasses, they will clip right on, both for the Max Detail and for the Max TV.
Yes, and you might be asking, well, why do you need a clip-on instead of just wearing the glasses? Well, you, as a patient, might have a prescription that has a cylinder in it, which compensates for astigmatism. These glasses don't compensate for that, so your current eyewear does. You simply have the clip-on version to clip on to your existing eyewear when that's necessary.
And you can still make that additional adjustment with the clip-on. Can you do that?
No.
It's fixed. It's a
fixed distance. So
okay.
You could flip it up out of the way.
Okay.
Yes,
okay. That's what I was perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, the clip-on, like Matt was saying, that I know a lot of people with low vision, they come in here with glasses, and most of the time, the glasses don't really serve a significant purpose. But like we were saying, they may have that little bit of prescription to just slightly enhance the clarity of whether it's the reading or the television. And so that's why the clip is really a great benefit.
Definitely.
So it's just about giving you that little extra percentage of improved sight.
Perfect. Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, so that's that. So we've covered, and again, and we're not going through every product here of the Eschenbach product line because we'd probably be here all week. It's a very, very large product line. We are trying to show you some of the latest and greatest and some of the more popular devices that can be a great first line of defense for you. So now we're going a little bit beyond the first line of defense now. So we are going to get into the video magnifiers. And so for this particular segment of this live stream, I am going to move to behind the scenes, and I'm going to be filming here with an additional camera, and I'm going to have Matt demonstrate some of these devices in greater detail so you folks at home or wherever you are can get the maximum benefit and really understand the power behind these devices. So again, we're going from first line defense now, we're going to a larger field of view and a lot more powerful magnification and options where you can change backgrounds, contrast, you name it. So just give us a moment and we will be set up and we will go from there. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to join here in just a moment. I'm going to change position here.
Sure.
See you in a bit, guys. Just give us a moment here. All right, I'm going to bring up the first one.
Certainly. So, first device is our Vario Digital FHD. This is the desktop video magnifier from Eschenbach. Good.
Yep, hold on a second. 1 second here, guys. I gotta figure out the meeting ID. Thanks for your patience, guys.
Thank you.
Bear with us just a moment. I apologize for the slight delay. Just need to get this number here. Just need to get here we go. It will be underway just a moment. Zoom, join the meeting. Paste, join meeting, don't connect audio.
On you.
Yep, it's on me.
Now it's on me.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. So, as I was mentioning earlier, the Vario Digital Advanced, or Vario Digital FHD. We also have the Vario Digital FHD Advanced with some additional features. This product line, you're able to get it with a battery, so it does not need to be plugged in. You're also able to get it, obviously, without a battery, and also able to get it with an XY table as well. First thing to mention with this, obviously, very portable device when it comes to desktop video magnifiers. Weighs 13.9 pounds.
Actually, you know what? Hold on 1 second. I don't think people can see this.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. I need to come around and make myself a panelist.
Okay.
We're talking and then hold on, guys. I apologize. We're gonna invite me.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? It's I'm already. No, I think we're. No, we're good.
You're good.
Yeah, we are good. It's because I signed in from both devices. So I apologize, guys. We are good.
Sure.
This is what happens when you're not sure, but we're good to go.
All right. So, extremely easy setup. You can see here there's only one port for you to plug it in. I'm going to do that now. Also the handle that makes it easy to move on and off a table.
Let's take a look at that handle.
So you can carry it with one hand. Plug it in here. You can see there's an area on each side allows for you to quickly and easily pull it up. It locks into place. I'll simply fold out. Get it in.
Turn this light off here for a moment so we don't.
Yeah. Now, if you're initially setting this up at your home, there's going to be an auditory. It's going to let you know to open the camera lid. Simply turning the camera down. Now, easy to use buttons and dials on here. Your dial on the right here is for your magnification.
I know, so we're doing this backwards, but I think you're watching on TV on the screen there?
Yep, I'm watching it on the camera or the laptop here. Your magnification range on this, 1.3 to 45 times.
Guys, 45 times. I mean, we're talking
up to that.
Massive.
And we're looking through a computer feed here. You can see the clarity on this device. You have a full HD camera and screen. So this is your best quality image. Typical of Eschenbach, just like our handheld magnifiers, we're going to put the best cameras and optics in our video magnifiers. Your dial on the left here is going to adjust that contrast that Barry talked about. Huge benefit when you're getting into the higher magnifications is adjusting contrast. A lot of low vision patients really prefer this reverse polarity contrast because it eliminates or reduces the glare for the patient. We have the yellow, black on yellow, and yellow on black.
And that's
here,
simple.
we're back on full HD. You can see here, this button allows you to quickly access the reading line or reading support that the product has available. We have the red reading line, or you have the typoscope, which has the shadowing of the top and bottom of the screen, to help patients focus on one individual line. Move that there.
It's simple. I love the feel of those knobs. It's like a real smooth, gliding feel.
Yeah, and I'm just going to tilt this down
It's
a little
smooth.
bit.
At the same time, you can feel those notches.
You have your overview button, which I'll press, takes you to the lowest magnification. Press it again, it takes you back to that same magnification. I simply tilted the camera here towards you, the camera, to show you can access the top half of the page. And I pull it down. Now you're in the middle. Now the other unique feature of this, look at Barry's shoes there.
Yeah, look at my shoes. Check out those laces, guys.
Is working in front of the base. How many times do you want to do a craft, draw, paint, or write, and you have a desktop video magnifier and your pen or markers hitting the screen, or it's just an awkward feel of reaching underneath the screen? It's uncomfortable. It's not ergonomic. Your face and eyes actually get closer to the screen. Could be troublesome for patients. So simply tilting the camera here, you now could work in front of the base. Extremely popular feature with this device. Can't stress that enough. It really gives the desktop video magnifier more opportunities to be used in your activities of daily living. Looking here, I see Barry's zooming in. We got the LED light. So there's 3 lights on this device. We have one here. There's actually 2 on each side of the monitor. So you have 3 LEDs, give you an even light distribution, so little to no shadowing. What I've heard as this product has been utilized, you have the binder of a book. Usually there's a shadow in the binder. Makes it very, very difficult for individuals to read when the wording gets closer to the middle of the book. This with that bright, or 3 bright LEDs, you don't have that. You're going to have even light distribution and gives the patient proper illumination, which is going to make their reading experience that much better.
See some of our set here, so but I want to get a full understanding of what the size and what this looks like when it's on display.
Yep. So you can also have freeze frame with this device. You have our dynamic line scrolling, which is popular with our other devices. You can take a picture of, a family photo, and then you can scroll or zoom in on that photo. You can also adjust the contrast as well. Take a picture of your recipes or you know, your prescriptions, and you can always reference back to them. It saves on an 8 gig SD card that comes with the device, and it, you know, gives you an opportunity to use that freeze frame feature. A lot of people do like that as an option.
Yeah, it's an incredible device. We've only had positive feedback from the folks that have purchased this from us and have really using it. Again, and you know, sometimes, you know, hope you guys can hear me over here, just talking behind the camera, but sometimes there are a lot of individuals who will want something more fixed, more stationary in their house, where they can get, you know, a lot of specific work done, reading done, whatever it may be. Sometimes there are a lot of people looking at spreadsheets lately, and financial statements. This is a great document for that. So what we could, you know, people do is they'll have this as far as the desktop, and then they'll use some of the other devices, like I said, tools in the toolbox that will be able to help them out, you know, either externally or other parts of the house.
Definitely. If they go out shopping, they can have one of our pocket magnifiers or handheld magnifiers to help them with that spotting task. So that's the Vario Digital. I mentioned the other Vario Digital Advanced. I'll touch on a couple features of that. I'll drop this monitor down, and I'll simply just tilt the camera up here. Let me get back to, I don't know if you want to.
Looking at me.
Yeah, so we have the mirror mode here. It's a, you know, feature that's, you know, requested from patients to do personal care tasks, whether it be shaving, putting on makeup. This is a good option for them to view themselves instead of looking at a mirror.
Yeah, this is one of the great benefits of FHD.
Yeah. So that's the Vario Digital Advanced. Turn that off here. And we'll move on to the next video magnifier, which is the Visolux Digital XL.
I love it. Also, one of my favorites. I just love the way it's just compact, boom, collapses right down, and
yeah, it's a fantastic device. It's portable, but yet you still have that high magnification range. So this is the Visolux Digital XL. You can kind of see it's similar layout. You have the black outliner on the screen. The bottom's white with the buttons. Turn the device on here. This is a 12-inch screen. Very lightweight, 2.2 pounds with this. You can see I do have the red reading line, so you do have that same reading support that you had with the Vario Digital. I'm just going to go in the menu here. Turn it off for the moment. So with this, your magnification range is from 2 to 22 times. You have your tactile buttons to utilize. You can adjust the contrast here. You have the ability with this device is a touchscreen. So you can zoom in, zoom out by pinching, and then utilize the scrolling with your finger. It's a great option. Touchscreen, this device in particular has been extremely popular because of that touchscreen feature. So you can go horizontally as well as vertically.
I love that feature. It's like a tablet.
They're exactly like a tablet. If you're not interested in utilizing the touchscreen, on the side here, there's buttons. Each side has them. These are dynamic line scrolling buttons. So you can go horizontally for the scrolling as well as vertically. Just the contrast. Extremely popular device because of the large screen at 12 inches, but still lightweight at just over 2 pounds. Makes it a portable device for many patients. Also has the freeze frame feature. I'll just show you really quick how that looks. Simply just take a picture here. Now I took a picture. You can zoom in on it, or you can use the touch screen to zoom in or zoom out. and then I can use the dynamic line scrolling either with the touch screen or with the buttons that allow for you to scroll on that saved image. And this will save you the device so you can access it later if need be.
Yeah, and well, the stand is great. It's you know, it's portable. It's
I'll turn it around here. So here you do have the stand. Simply hold it out when needed, close it when it's not needed. And this particular device, it comes with a case. So it does have a hard neoprene case. So when not in use, you can protect it. And it's rechargeable. So you don't need to have it plugged in when you're using it, which also is, you know, an added benefit for this device.
Thank you, man.
Then moving on, so that was our 12-inch version. Our next one here is our Visolux Digital HD. This is a 7-inch screen. Integrated stand as well, simply folds out. You can see the look of Eschenbach's products are very consistent.
Very consistent.
This has the magnification range from 2 to 22 times. Also, you can adjust contrast. You can also scroll with this. So there's trigger buttons on the left and right side of the device here that allow for you to scroll without having to move the device. So makes it very easy for you to follow the same line and not reread it, and also helps speed up the reading process for you. This device is unique. You can plug it into your TV or monitor via HDMI, and you can have whatever's displayed on this screen displayed on your large, you know, 45 or 50-inch flat screen TV.
Come on, Matt. 72. So, come on, or something.
72.
96. Full movie theater.
Exactly. So that's a great option with this device. The other, you can see, we do have a rubber bumper to help protect it if you drop it. This is our Vario Digital FHD base. Simply slide the base into the stand, and I'll zoom out here. Allows for an individual to get their hands underneath the device. If you need to do any writing tasks, you can do so without having to hold this device. I have the mouse here. You need to read a label. You can get it underneath the device without having to worry about holding the device. So this comes with benefit when, you know, you're reading something in the kitchen, whether it be a box, a can, or a prescription bottle. You can tilt this again, giving you more access. So if you do any crafts like sewing, or you're doing your nails, you can get behind the device and do that without having to hold it. So it ends up giving the Visolux Digital more opportunities to use by adding the base. So you saw on our Mobilux handheld, when you put the magnifier in the base, what it can be used for. The same thing with our video magnifiers. So it's a fantastic accessory when you're getting the Visolux Digital HD. Next, Smartlux Digital 5-inch screen. One of our most popular video magnifiers. Extremely easy to use. You have 4 buttons here: on, off, contrast, adjustment, and then your magnification. 5, 7, 9, and 12 times. Also have a freeze frame button, so you can take a picture. It does have the integrated stand here. Simply folds out. Utilize it for reading. A really nice feature of this is the camera is directly in the center of the screen. So for people who are learning to use a device for the first time, that's always usually a difficult thing to learn at first. And naturally, you're going to put the center of the screen on whatever you're going to want to read. So with this, we'll cover the LEDs. You can see that right there, that little black dot is the camera. And it's directly in the center of the screen. You can put the stand halfway down. Now you can access underneath the device if you need to write, sign a check or a document. Again, reading a label. You can get that underneath there. So if you need to read a medicine bottle, you can do that with the Smartlux Digital. Also collapsing the device completely, you can hold this and use it as a spotting magnifier now. So whether you need to take it out shopping, you can use it to read price tags, or read a thermostat in the house, or oven dials, all can be used with the Smartlux. So it has multiple uses. That's why it's one of our most popular devices. Turn it off here. We also have the bumper on it as well, which is an excellent accessory to protect it from your drops. To wrap it up, so we went from the Vario Digital, which was a 16-inch screen, the Visolux Digital XL, which is a 12-inch, the Visolux Digital was a 7-inch, the Smartlux was the 5-inch. Now we have the Mobilux Digital Touch HD, which is a 4.3-inch screen. You can see it does have a base. It has the same layout as your Smartlux. I'm going to bring both of them up so you can see it. You can see the exact same one, same pattern and style of the icons, and you have the ability to adjust your contrast, just like you did with the Smartlux, and then adjusting magnification from 4 to 15 times with this device. You can also freeze frame with that camera there. Once it's set, you can see the icons located on the right side. Just tap in the center of the screen. They remove them. Now, when this device automatically shuts off, or if you turn it off, you go back to turn it on to go back to your reading. It's going to be set at the same magnification level and same contrast, so you don't need to navigate back into the menu. It makes it really convenient for you to use this device. As you can see, there's a handle. I'll take it off the base here. So you can use it for spotting tasks. We got the lanyard again. So if you were to go out shopping, you can have this, around your neck. You need to read a label. You could then read the label while shopping. This one's also unique. You can connect it to a computer via USB, and again, whatever is displayed on the screen here would then be displayed on the computer screen. So this is our Mobilux Digital Touch. Again, 4.3-inch screen with various magnification levels in the base here. So. All right.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
I shut this off, and I'm going to come back and we'll wrap up.
All right.
Folks, well, we'll keep the light off for now, but I have to say I've really been enjoying these filters. You know what?
Still has them on.
I still have them on. I think I've been wearing them full time now.
Yes.
B-Fox, you're going to have some competition. You don't have to have low vision necessarily to wear these filters either. So great. It just feels great on my eyes.
I mean, we have those filters. We touched on the
I know you're
Schmitz.
jealous, man. Yeah, I've been wearing them the whole time.
I'll bring up, we do have other fit overs, our Haven line, which is a polarized line in gray, yellow, and amber. We also have a rose color line, the FL41 filters, which help individuals that have chronic migraines or may have had a traumatic brain injury. This particular kit has been scientifically studied to help limit those headaches and light sensitivity in your daily life. It doesn't have to be a low vision condition. It's for everybody now.
Absolutely. So again, I want to thank you all for participating today. If you're watching this after the live, again, if you have any questions, call us 410-431-2020. We're here. We're happy to assist. We are passionate. We literally eat, sleep, and breathe low vision and blindness. This is what we do. This is what we're here for. And I hear all the time individuals who call us and who come in here and saying thank you so much for your time. This is what we're all about. We want you to feel comfortable to come in here. If you're in the Baltimore area, come by. I mean, we get people coming from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, DC, Northern Virginia all the time, Washington, DC as well. Again, come up here. You'll feel very comfortable. It's a no-pressure environment. We want to find the solution that's right for you, and we want to help improve your quality of life. That is our message, and that is what we're all about. Thank you so much, Matt, for coming in today. I'm looking forward to doing another webinar or live stream with you in the near future. Again, if you want to share this, that's great. Great resource, thelowvisionshop.com. One more time, thelowvisionshop.com. We ship worldwide, primarily here in the United States. And if you need anything, we're here and happy to assist. So we're saying so long.
Thank you.
And we will see you on the next live stream. Actually, in fact, we will be live today with Dave Steele, Tea and Poetry at 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. We will see you at Tea and Poetry. All righty, guys. Take care.
Bye now.